Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are going to be checking out TikTok Shop affiliate marketing.
Ooh.
And apparently you can rake in some serious cash with this as a side hustle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're talking potentially over $1,000 a day.
Seriously?
Yeah. I found this free online course that's supposed to lay out a step-by-step plan. And the best part is they say you don't even have to show your face on camera or have a ton of followers to make it work.
Hmm.
It all comes down to using AI and some smart strategies, although we'll have to see what that really means.
Yeah.
So is this like the real deal, or is this just another one of those internet pipe dreams? Let's find out.
I mean, it's always good to be skeptical, right? There's so much hype around making money online.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, okay, before we really get into it,
Mm.
I think it's important to understand the basics.
Yeah.
So how does this whole TikTok Shop affiliate marketing thing actually work?
Well, basically, TikTok users can buy things right through the app. And as an affiliate, you'd be showcasing those products in your videos.
Okay.
Like you incorporate these special links that track any purchases. So if someone buys something through your link, you get a commission.
So it's like being an influencer, but you don't have to be an influencer.
Exactly. You're using the platform's reach and the power of video content to promote products, but you don't necessarily need a pre-existing audience.
And this course says you can do all that with $0 and 0 followers. It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, the course suggests that you can leverage TikTok's algorithm and different AI tools to reach a wider audience.
Okay.
But just like with any business venture, it's going to take some time and effort.
Uh-huh.
They recommend putting in like 1 to 2 hours a day.
That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as free money, right?
Right.
But I do have another question. The instructor mentioned that TikTok is really pushing affiliate content right now, even for new accounts.
Yeah.
Is that just like a limited time thing, or can we expect this to stick around?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It's true that platforms like TikTok will often prioritize new features to encourage users,
Right, right.
But algorithms and trends can change really quickly. Like
Yep.
what's hot today could totally fizzle out tomorrow.
So basically capitalize on the current trends, but be ready to adapt if we want to build something sustainable.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, so let's say I'm all in and ready to dive into this whole TikTok affiliate thing.
Okay.
Where do I even begin? How do I find products that are worth promoting?
So the course suggests this three-pronged approach.
Good.
The first one is something they call productive scrolling.
Productive scrolling.
Yeah, and it's basically about like actively watching what's already trending on TikTok.
Yeah.
See what other creators are promoting and what's getting a lot of engagement.
Okay.
It's a good way to tap into what people already want.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Sure.
Right. But what if I want to go beyond what's already popular?
Then you might want to check out TikTok's product marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like a selection of top-selling items across a bunch of different categories.
Okay.
And it's a good way to see products that already have proven sales records.
Oh, yeah. And that's where they had that example of the collagen powder video that supposedly made $66,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It definitely shows how much potential there is in finding products that are in high demand and, reaching the right audience.
For sure. Okay, so 2 prongs down. What's the final strategy for finding these winning products?
This one's called CLW data, and it involves using tools that track trending products.
Okay.
They show you which items are generating the most sales and even how much other creators are making per product.
Whoa, hold on. So I can see exactly how much money people are making from specific products. That's like insider information.
Right.
But what does CIW stand for?
It stands for Competitor Opportunity Winner. So you're
Okay.
basically analyzing data to find products that are competitive, but also give you a good chance to become a winner.
Right. Okay. So now that we've got like the product selection strategies down.
Yeah.
But creating engaging videos is really key, especially if you don't want to be on camera.
Yeah,
So this is where the AI comes in, right?
exactly. The course recommends using AI video creation tools like InVideo.
Okay.
They can help you create really professional-looking videos without needing any fancy editing skills or anything.
Okay. So how does that work in practice?
They recommend a pretty simple script structure.
Okay.
You start with a hook to grab attention, then you present a problem that people can relate to, offer the product as a solution, and finish with a clear call to action.
Okay.
You basically feed the AI tool your product description and like the key benefits, and it creates visuals and narration based on that.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. But it also kind of makes me wonder because the course mentions using AI to clone your voice for the video narration. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, AI voice cloning can definitely make your videos sound more polished,
Yeah.
but I think it's really important to think about how it affects authenticity,
Yeah.
Your audience, they can usually sense when something feels too artificial.
Right. It's all about finding that balance,
Yeah? Yeah.
using AI to make your content better, but not letting it like take over your own personality and
Sure.
style.
Yeah.
It's your unique perspective that's going to resonate with viewers.
I completely agree.
Okay, so we've got finding products, creating videos.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about getting those videos seen by the right people.
Right.
Any tips for maximizing views while staying on TikTok's good side?
So the course recommends focusing on niches that work well with faceless content,
Okay.
like health, beauty, and tech.
Uh-huh.
These categories often rely more on product demos and informational content, which can be effective even without showing your face.
Makes sense. What else?
Consistency is key.
Okay.
TikTok's algorithm really likes creators who post regularly,
Okay.
so try to set a schedule and stick to it.
Got it. Consistency it is. But what about those TikTok rules? Anything we need to be extra careful about?
Absolutely, the course emphasizes avoiding copyright violations. Don't just repost other people's content, create your own original stuff, or if you're adapting something, make sure you're respecting those intellectual property rights.
Right, because stealing someone else's work is a big no-no, and we want to protect our own content too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our products, our videos, and our strategy for reaching the masses. What's next? How do we actually turn those views into sales?
So the course breaks down the steps for setting up your TikTok shop,
Okay.
adding your products, and encouraging engagement.
So I'm guessing those like limited stock or shop now messages are important.
They can be really effective because they create that sense of urgency
Yeah.
and encourage viewers to take action right away.
Yeah.
The course also suggests creating a professional profile,
Oh, yeah.
maybe using AI tools to design like a visually appealing profile picture.
That's a good point. First impressions are everything.
Right.
They also mentioned using product samples.
Yeah, that's a great way to add a human touch and really showcase the products you're promoting. Whether it's like trying on clothes, demonstrating tech gadgets, or showing how you use those beauty products,
Okay.
it lets you build a more personal connection with your audience.
Right. But for those of us who aren't ready to be on camera or invest a ton in product samples, the course says AI-created content can still be effective.
Absolutely. Ultimately, it comes down to providing value to your audience.
Yeah.
Whether it's through genuine product reviews or well-crafted AI content, it's about building trust and establishing yourself as a reliable source of information.
Gotcha. Okay, so we've covered a lot here, but the digital world moves fast.
For sure.
So any thoughts on staying ahead of the curve and making sure this TikTok affiliate thing stays profitable?
Continuous improvement is really key.
Okay.
The course really emphasizes analyzing your product performance, adjusting your content based on TikTok analytics, and staying up to date with new AI features and trends.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Definitely not. Adaptability is essential.
Right.
The course even mentions the possibility of a TikTok ban, which is unlikely, but it shows how important it is to diversify your skills and income streams.
A TikTok ban would be a huge shakeup. But even if that doesn't happen, you make a good point about adaptability.
Yeah.
So what other skills do you think are valuable in this space?
Well, video creation and marketing are obviously key,
Yeah.
but also understanding how algorithms work and building a strong online presence.
Right.
These are all valuable skills that you can apply across many different online ventures.
That's a great point. Those are all good skills to have no matter what platform you're on.
Exactly.
We've explored a lot today, from choosing the right products to creating engaging videos and navigating the world of social media.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up part one of this deep dive,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways you want our listeners to remember?
Well, I think it's important to remember that TikTok Shop affiliate marketing does have the potential to make money, but it's not some get-rich-quick scheme. It takes effort. You have to choose products strategically, and you need to be committed to creating engaging content while also being mindful of ethical considerations.
Right.
And of course, you need to be adaptable and willing to learn as you go.
Absolutely no magic bullet here.
Yeah.
It's about doing the work, being smart about your approach, and staying ahead of the game.
Yeah.
We'll be back in part two to explore some of these nuances further. Until then, happy TikToking. Welcome back to our deep dive into TikTok Shop affiliate marketing.
It's good to be back.
All right, so in part one, we laid the groundwork covering like everything from finding winning products to creating those AI-powered videos.
Yeah.
Now I want to dig a bit deeper into something the course touched on.
Okay.
This whole idea of a potential TikTok ban.
Mm.
It wasn't presented as like an immediate threat or anything,
Right.
but it's definitely something worth thinking about, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's important to be aware of like the bigger picture.
Yeah,
And, TikTok operates in a pretty complex landscape.
for sure. So for our listeners who might not be following all the news, can you give us a quick rundown of what's going on?
Sure. So there have been some concerns raised about data privacy and content moderation.
Uh-huh.
Plus, TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is based in China,
Right.
and that's led to some geopolitical discussions.
Okay, so a potential ban is something we need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
It's not about being pessimistic or
Right.
anything. It's more about being prepared,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's not about panicking, it's about being proactive.
I like that.
Like, think about it. What if TikTok were to just disappear tomorrow?
Whoa.
What would that mean for someone who's built their whole business on that platform?
That's a great point. So what can listeners do to like mitigate that risk?
Diversification is key.
Okay.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Explore other platforms like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts,
Okay.
and think about building an email list or a website.
That makes sense. To spread the love, so to speak.
Exactly. And it's not just about the platforms themselves. Think about the skills you're developing through this whole TikTok affiliate marketing thing.
Uh-huh.
Video creation marketing, understanding algorithms.
Right.
Those are all valuable assets no matter where you go online.
So even if the TikTok ship sinks, we'll have a life raft ready packed with all these awesome skills we've learned.
Precisely. And who knows, you might even discover that you enjoy creating content on a different platform even more.
That's true.
Okay,
I'm feeling more confident about this whole potential ban situation.
good.
Now I want to circle back to AI because it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
On one hand, these AI tools seem like a total game changer for aspiring creators.
Absolutely. They make video creation accessible.
Right.
They streamline a lot of processes and open up opportunities for people who might not have the resources or the technical skills to create professional-looking content.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But I still have this like nagging question.
Hmm.
What about authenticity?
Yeah.
Like if everyone's using the same AI tools, will all the content on TikTok start to look and sound the same?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah. It's important to remember that AI is a tool.
Okay.
It's not a replacement for your own creativity and personality.
So how do we find that balance? How do we use AI to make our content better without losing that human touch?
It's about being intentional.
Okay.
Don't just blindly follow the AI's lead. Use it as a starting point.
Uh-huh.
Then add your own personal flair, your unique voice, your own insights.
So it's like a collaboration, not a takeover.
Exactly. It's about finding ways to work with AI to amplify your strengths and your ideas, not letting it dictate your style.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What are your thoughts on like the future of AI in content creation? Is it just going to keep getting bigger, or will there be a pushback towards more human-centric content?
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
Technology evolves so rapidly,
That's true.
but I think there will always be a demand for genuine human connection and creativity.
I hope so. There's something special about content that feels authentic and personal.
Yeah.
Something that really resonates with you on an emotional level.
Yeah. I don't think AI can replicate that.
I agree. And I think a lot of creators will find ways to integrate AI while still keeping their unique voice and style.
So it's not an either-or situation.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot where technology can enhance your creativity without overshadowing it.
Exactly.
This has been a fascinating conversation. We've talked about potential pitfalls, considered like the wider implications, and explored the role of AI.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up part 2, what's one key takeaway you want our listeners to ponder as they continue exploring this whole TikTok affiliate marketing thing?
I'd say remember that TikTok Shop affiliate marketing is just one piece of a much larger puzzle.
Okay.
Building a successful online presence involves understanding the whole digital landscape,
Yeah,
embracing new technologies and having a mindset of continuous learning.
that's great advice.
Yeah.
We'll dive into some more specific strategies in part 3. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into this whole TikTok Shop affiliate marketing thing.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting conversation.
It really has, and I'm excited to actually get into some specific strategies for success.
Yeah.
The little tips and tricks that can make all the difference.
Right.
So in part 2, you were talking about diversification
Yeah.
and what are some other platforms that people should be looking into besides TikTok?
Well, Instagram Reels is a great one.
Yeah.
It's got that same short form video style.
Yeah.
And a really big engaged audience. YouTube Shorts is another one to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
YouTube has a massive reach, and their shorts are getting super popular.
I've seen a lot of creators having success just like cross-posting the same stuff on different platforms.
Exactly. It's a smart way to expand your reach.
Yeah.
And get in front of different audiences.
Right. And it's not just about the video platforms either.
Right.
You mentioned building an email list.
Yeah.
And creating a website can be really valuable.
It can be.
So why is an email list so important? It seems kind of old school.
I know, right?
Well,
But email lets you build a direct connection with your audience. You're not at the mercy of those algorithms or like platform changes, you know?
so it's about owning your own space online
Exactly.
and having that direct communication with your followers.
Right. And a website can be like a central hub
Yeah.
for all your content products,
Yeah.
information, that kind of thing.
Okay, so diversify.
Simplify.
Diversify. That seems to be the main takeaway.
It's a good strategy.
But let's focus back on TikTok for a minute.
Okay.
What are some things people can do to create content that really stands out on that platform?
Well, one thing to remember is that TikTok is all about entertainment.
Right.
Your videos need to grab attention quickly and keep people engaged.
Okay, that sounds like a challenge. Any tips for making those super attention-grabbing videos?
Think about using trending sounds and music.
Uh-huh.
Those can really boost your visibility.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to experiment with different video styles and editing techniques.
Right. TikTok is all about those quick cuts and fancy visuals.
Exactly. Another really important strategy is engaging with your audience. Respond to comments, host live sessions, ask questions, that kind of thing.
So it's about building a community,
Yeah.
not just like throwing content out into the void.
Exactly. The more you engage with your audience, the more likely they are to stick around and become loyal followers.
Okay, engagement is key.
Yeah.
What about the actual content itself? Any tips for finding that sweet spot between being informative and being entertaining?
I think it's a good idea to make videos that provide value to your viewers.
Oh.
Maybe it's a quick tutorial, a product review, or even just like a funny, relatable story.
So it's not just about pushing products.
Right.
It's about making things that people actually want to watch.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to show your personality.
Yeah.
People connect with people. So let your authenticity shine through.
Good advice.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about like the mechanics of TikTok Shop affiliate marketing,
Yeah.
but I want to talk about something that I think is often overlooked.
What's that?
Mindset.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of mindset do you think is important for success in this whole online world?
I think it's crucial to have a growth mindset.
Okay.
Be willing to experiment, learn from your mistakes, and adapt to changes.
Because the digital landscape is constantly changing.
All the time, what works today might not work tomorrow.
That's so true.
So be curious, stay informed, and never stop learning.
That's a really good point. It's about embracing the journey,
Yeah.
not just chasing the end goal.
Exactly.
And speaking of the journey, we've reached the end of our deep dive into this whole TikTok Shop affiliate marketing thing.
Wow, that went by fast.
I know, right? What are your final thoughts for our listeners as they start their own TikTok adventures?
I would just say go for it. It's an exciting time to be a content creator. There's so many opportunities to connect with people, share your passion, and maybe even build a successful business.
Yeah.
But remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay.
Be patient, persistent, and enjoy the process.
Those are some great words to live by. Huge thank you to our expert for sharing their incredible insights. Oh, it's my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
We hope you've learned some valuable stuff and feel inspired to give it a try.
Have fun out there.
Until next time, happy creating.